is Taiwo and person with visual impairments. The journey is a bit long, but I'm going to try to shorten it. So it all started while I was in secondary school. It started with a blurry vision at first. I could remember I told my mom about it and we went to the hospital. So on getting to the hospital, I was told it was cataracts and I would have to undergo surgery. But at the point when we discovered, according to the doctors, it wasn't ripe enough yet for surgery. We waited like a year after, and unfortunately, COVID came in. So during the period of the COVID-19, we could not go to the hospital because they were not taking in patients. So after the COVID-19, we went back to the hospital, and unfortunately, they changed the doctors already. More unfortunately, they couldn't find my folder. The present doctor said they will have to just open a new folder and start from where the case is presently, since they couldn't find my previous folder. So we started the journey all over again, and at that point, although it was ripe enough for surgery, but according to the doctors again, the pressure of the eye was so much and they have to place me on medications for surgery. So as at the point of preparing me for the surgery, I already lost my left eye, so I was left with just the right one. Then during the process of undergoing the treatments so as to level down the pressure of the eye, someone introduced me to a private hospital, because then I was using a general hospital. So I went to the private hospital, and I could remember one of the things my doctor said at first was, "What has the doctors been doing all this while?" When she made that statement, I already felt, at this point, I feel like my hope is just on God at this point. So we started the journey again, because she was like, the pressure is still very high and I need to place you on medications. So it started as a 2 weeks journey. We're always back at the hospital every 2 weeks in order to check the level of the pressure, to know if the pressure has leveled down so we can start the surgery. Then at the point when the pressure was down and we're given the bill, it was very, very enormous. We couldn't raise the amount of money. We're talking about millions here. So someone introduced my mom to another hospital at Ilorin. That's another private hospital at Ilorin, where theirs was a little bit lesser. So we went there, and all over again, we had to undergo various tests, including the ones I've even done here in Lagos before. And the journey was just a whole lot. Like I said, I'm trying to make it very short. So I had my surgery August 1st, 2021. But as at the point of my surgery, it was already a 50-50 chance, even with my right eye. We gave it a try, but unfortunately, I lost my sight after the surgery. I don't know, maybe the doctors were scared to declare that the sight has no remedy or something like that again. I just noticed that instead of my medications to be working, instead of me to be getting my sight back, it kept on deteriorating. And for 2 months after my surgery, the only thing I could see was light, rays of light and all of that. I went back to the hospital. I went back to Lauren to tell my doctor, and he said, just continue with your medication. But because of the distance and the stress, we decided to go back to the one I was using here in Lagos. And when I went back, my doctor was like, I think you should just continue with your medications. With what I can see, you should be able to see. The back of the eye is clear, but I don't know why you cannot still see. But just continue with your medications. The price got very, very high, and since we're not even seeing the result of what we're using the medications for, my family gave up on getting more medications. And I could remember that the last appointment I went for during December 2021 at my doctor, she just said, I think you should go to a blind school. And that was when it's the one on everyone that it looks like the sight is gone. So she recommended a blind school for me, gave me a number to reach out to, and there we did. And the journey started from there again. I got enrolled in the blind school. I did a 2 years program. During this period, I wouldn't say the journey was so smooth. It wasn't at all. It wasn't, especially for my family. I would say one thing that stood out for me was the fact that I know I was still alive and I kept hope alive, because I know that in as much as I'm still alive and there are solutions, I don't mean solutions in a way whereby I'm going to regain my sight, but I mean solutions that there are schools who sees to the affairs of persons with visual impairments. There are schools who can help revive hope, revive lost hope and all of that. So it kept me going, the hope and the assurance that okay, someday I'm gonna make out something out of myself. I did the program there. Then there I was taught how to make use of my phone, a laptop, and also the mobility cane, so to navigate, and also how to just continue with life as a visually impaired person. And training helps. The people I met there, hearing other people's story, relating with other people. At some point, I even started thanking God for my own, because there's people that were born blind and I've never had the opportunity to see anything before. But for me, yeah, at least for a quite number of years, I've been able to see life and relate with people with my sight before I lost it finally. The experience so far, generally about life, I wouldn't say it has been very, very smooth. There are times where it comes smooth and there are times where it's very difficult. There are times where I just have to start telling God that why does this have to happen to me? There are times where I question God and there are times that I give praise to God, just depending on how everything is. And one other thing I feel like has kept me moving is the fact that my family are very, very there for me. Like, they stood by me. They never for once neglected me or made me feel like the world has turned against me. So they've always been there. And I think one of the best things that can ever happen to you as a person with disability, and most especially persons with visual impairments, is that your family matters a lot, because they will be the background or the foundation of whatever you come out as or whatever you pull out as. They supported me all the way during the time where I have to go to the blind school, and even after I graduated, they are always there to support me. They encourage me, they pray for me always. I could remember one time when I had to go out, and during the process of going out, I was going to board a bus and the conductor was going to help me. So when he was up, I don't know if he's actually trying to help me or trying to take advantage of the situation at that moment. I was going to alight from the bus and this guy held my laps. I don't understand why. So that day, I was so angry. I couldn't, although I talked back at him, but I was so angry to the point that even when I got home, I started crying, because I felt like this guy was trying to take advantage of me. You want to help me, you can't hold my hands. You have to go all the way to my laps. Like, what is that? And there are times where you go out and people approach you in a nicer way. People come to you and tell you, oh, hello, how can I help you? Where are you going to? Can I help you? And all of that. So days like that makes me feel like all is good. And there are times where people just push you, like on times where people even think you are disguising. I don't know, maybe because I don't wear shades, and I don't want that stigma where the moment they see you wearing shades and holding that cane, they can already tell that you're a person with visual impairment. I don't do that. I don't want to identify as that. I don't want people to identify me with that. So times where I'm going out, people think I'm actually just acting, and they push me or they pull my guide cane away from me, or they put their legs on the road so that I can hit them and fall. So by then they will not tell you sorry. They've been able to confirm there and then if you can actually see or not. And there are times where people even bring their hands to your face like this and start waving so that they want to know if you can actually see them or not. All these experiences, although they help you grow stronger, that's one, but they can be painful too. They can be painful. And also there are times where people don't even know when to stop. They don't know how to talk to you. They don't know how to relate with you. But one thing I've learned to always do is, if I see you as someone who is ready to learn, or I try to communicate, please, you don't do that. Times when people, especially, I don't know, I'm not trying to be sentimental here. I know everyone is trying to help, but it's just part of my experience I'm trying to share. I've been in a situation whereby a guy wanted to help me, but because he's a Muslim, he's from the north, and I don't know, maybe it's halal or haram for them to hold a lady that is not their wife. So in her held my gaikin, and he was not dragging my gaikin, and I had to just snatch it away from me and tell him, Oga, if you cannot hold my hand, it's fine, don't help me. Others will come, others who can help will come. I understand the fact that your religion might not accept that, but if you want to help, it should come from the heart. It should not come from a place of religion at this point. So if you cannot hold my hand, just leave my cane alone. This is a symbol. This is a tool that I use to navigate. So if you are holding it, then how am I supposed to walk? I don't understand. So a woman now came and said, oh, it's fine. Now we understand that we are not meant to hold your gaikin when you're walking. And I tell people, when you want to help me, because I'm a right-handed person, don't hold my right hand. Hold me on the left. I use my right hand to hold my gaikin, so I can only navigate with my right hand. So if you're helping me, you hold my left hand to guide me. So yeah, that's been the experience so far. It's usually interesting sometimes, and it comes with a whole lot sometimes. Tried seeking a job at a radio station, actually, because I actually find, after I lost my sight, I realized I could do a lot in communication, and people just say that. So it was not even a job per se. I wanted to intern there, so I went there to see. And right from the gates, the way the security man even attended to me said a whole lot. But I still was able to navigate myself, and I got into the radio station. And just for everybody to start ignoring me, I sat down there from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and no one was even acting as if they knew somebody was seated there. It was until when I noticed the time was about 12:30, and I had to just summon courage, and I stood up. I tried to navigate my way to walk around to get people's attention. And it was when I stood up that someone now came, what are you looking for? And one thing I remember saying was, seriously, I've been seated here for more than 4 hours and you were there seated, not asking if I wanted to see anyone. So it was until when you saw me stood up that you knew that, oh, I actually wanted to see someone. And then I started whispering. A lot of people don't know that the moment you lost your sight, your ears, other sensory organs becomes sharper. They are very, very sensitive. So while they were whispering, I don't know, maybe they thought I didn't hear, and they were like, oh, what is she looking for? What job is she looking for? What does she want to do? What can she do? And you guys were saying this thing, and I could hear them. Then they came back and said, we don't have space. I said, even if you have space, I know you don't want to employ me. I know you don't want to give me this chance. But one thing I'm going to tell you is, if you keep doing this to people, you're going to push them to the point of depression and even maybe committing suicide. Because people are coming out to, you're not even giving me the chance to prove myself. You're not giving me the chance to even show you what I can do or what I'm capable of doing. But you're already discriminated against me just because I'm visually impaired. But it's fine. If you keep doing this thing, know that indirectly you are killing people's dream, or you're even killing people unknowingly. So getting a job as a person with visual impairments is really, really, really difficult. There are times that even people try to propose things, people try to tell you, oh, you have to do this to get this, you have to succumb to so thing to get this, and it's a whole lot. I know it happens amongst sighted people too, but as persons with vision impairment, especially as a female, it comes with a whole lot. So it takes the grace of God and discipline to just remain cool and calm. I learned crafts, how to make batik clothing. That's your popular tie and dye, also known as ajire. So I do that aside, and I also go for programs that helps, that just keeps me moving. There are NGOs that organize programs for persons with disability. I do well with communication, even if I don't know that outrightly. A lot of people say that oh, I think you do better with communication. You can use your voice. You can, by way of communicating, you can learn your voice out there, go into social media talks and all of that. I think that's one of my talent. And another thing, this is my God's given talent, is I sing. Yeah, I love singing a lot, and anytime I do that, I always find solace doing that. I feel good whenever I do that. I sing. And maybe someday I can build a career out of it. Someday, Sha. I'm still thinking about it. There are NGOs, there are organizations that gives opportunity to us, that trains us, that helps us build career. That even when you don't know what to do, they train you. They give you opportunity of undergoing various training, and one of which is the XFP production. So at first, when I came across the program, when I came across the advert for this program, I was like, oh, since people have been saying you do well with communication, you should go into social media. I feel like content writing, script writing, and content creation is one of the things that can help me build this confidence. Because I'm a very, very shy person. The moment you put camera in front of me, I lost it. I start laughing and all of that. So I feel like undergoing this training is going to be like a step. Yeah, it's going to be like a step. So I decided to come, and so far the experience has been good. Like, this is me now talking, and I can't even believe I'm actually doing this. Sincerely speaking, I can't believe I'm sitting in front of a camera and I can do this. This is something that I can only do in my head. But the moment you bring in the camera, I'm going to lose it. But yeah, I am, and I'm doing it, and I feel like, yeah, it's been like 6 weeks journey so far, and it's been really good. I feel like this is one of the results already. XFP Production Initiative has brought this up for persons with disability and given us this opportunity to be able to train and train under them, and also maybe build a career out of this. It's really, really a great initiative, and kudos to XFP Productions for this great initiative. I'm super grateful for this opportunity to be amongst this cohort too, because sincerely speaking, it's really a great one, and I'm looking forward to build something out of this training. I don't complete this video without saying a very big thank you to our facilitators, who are the backbone of this training. Actually, they are the reason why I can sit here and say this, and while I'll be able to begin a career in this field. So a very big thank you and a big shout out to every of our facilitators for their kindness, for their support, for also helping us learn and relearn and even unlearn. Will I recommend this training? Yes, very, very well. I'm going to do that, because even while I came here, I didn't expect to get as much as I have gotten already. And I know that this is going to really help others too. So definitely I'm going to be recommending this training to as many people as I can. If I am opportune to get a job with any organization, most especially where I can learn my voice, communicate, and do more of communication, I would definitely take it. I think with this training that I've been able to undergo, I'm confident enough to work with any organization who would want to help me grow, yeah, and also allow me put in my own efforts to help their organization grow as well. I would want to say to the government, there's so much to do concerning persons with disability. There are many persons with disability who has the ability to do something, but they don't have the opportunity. The opportunities are not there. There is a constitution that says for every organizations that at least 5% of their employees should be persons with disability. But you only create these laws and you don't do it. There's no follow up. Most of these people are not implementing this rules or laws or constitutions at all. So they are just there in the paper, but they're not being implemented. So I'll beseech the government that they see to this. And also for persons with visual impairments, most especially here in Lagos, I'll beseech the government that they see to transportation system for us. It's not really convenient at all. It's not convenient at all, maneuvering our way around. They should please help us see to the transportation system. And if possible, and which I know is very, very possible, that they can even create to give stipend to persons with disability. The cost of transportation is on the high side, and most of us are don't even have job, not to talk of feeding on our own. So we go out every day to seek opportunities, and it's usually not easy. The cost of transportation is telling on us. So please, we beseech that you please help us do something about that. Thank you.